Go on with it, go on with it. Blessings all for my life, man. My thank God for the journey, the earnings, and that's for the plus. Gratitude is a must. See blessings fall by my right hand.
Oh, baby. Hey. You okay? You woke up screaming.
Did I?
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's your favorite mystic, the Siren Says, and welcome back to my Chanel, where I speak about movie, TV, and soon-to-come books, and everything that I like, dislike, and the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything all throughout and in between those frames of media. Okay, alright, this is just in comparison. Don't be thinking, oh, she liked this. I preferred this episode to the last one, because the characters were speaking the truth, more often. So this video might be a little bit longer. Hope y'all enjoy. So let's just get into it, like, immediately. Let's just start with the scene in the little police station. Gary is on that bull, but we knew that, okay? We knew that he would be on that bull. We don't care, though. We really don't care. Gary, we don't care. All right, sir? We don't care about you. We don't care about what's going on. You really think you got people wrapped around your finger? Nobody trusts you. If you have any allies, they're just using you for the moment. The second they catch a whiff of the FBI, they're all going to dip like they did a month ago. Why don't you get that? How do you still think you're the one on top of the world when everybody you're connected to doesn't trust you? Hayden does not trust you. Tamara is getting intel on you. And even though you can say what you want about Jordan and get him to flip on Andy a little bit, which we'll talk about later, he don't trust you either. The only person who trusts you is your little crackhead henchman. Okay? Like, get out of here, please, and thank you. So FBI agent Y or White or whatever calls Andy into the room, and I know she spoke to Fatima about this, so I wanted to say I was a little bit annoyed at Fatima for like 5 seconds because I was like, why would you tell her not to join the FBI? But when she explained it, and apparently her family mob ties and everything, I was like, okay, fine. The FBI does not care about you. They care about their bottom line. They care about the case. I can see where she's coming from now. So once she explained a little more, I was like, okay, yeah, I see where she's going with that. In a show that makes sense, she should just trust the FBI agent because she hasn't done anything illegal. So even though she is semi-involved with Gary and could possibly be implicated, if she tells them the entire truth, they should be able to protect her, use her for what they want, and then set her loose. You know what I mean? Like, in a perfect world, what I mean, right? But this is a telenovela Americano. So it's gonna be dramatic, and she's gonna be in trouble of being in trouble despite, you know, all the non-evil things that she's done. But I just gotta say, I hate Gary's confidence this episode. I cannot stand it. He annoys the crap out of me. Hopefully he about to get his, because I don't know how much longer I can sit through this with him acting like this. Also, put your little thoughts down below. Is Penelope like gone? R.I.P. Like, is she unalived, or is she banged up somewhere, half unalived? You know, like, what's going on? I don't look up spoilers, so those of you who have, just put big spoiler and then go all the way down and then type it so I can see. Okay. All right. So next, I really want to talk about this scene, the morning scene between Fatima and Zach. I want to apologize for what I said in the last episode about not really appreciating Fatima researching this, which she should. You know, it's a part of her life now. Like I said, you made your bed, you decided to lay in it, period. All right. But I did enjoy seeing her give it to Zach the way that she gave it to Zach, just telling him the facts. And this is, guys, I was right. Now, in a show that, like, this doesn't really matter. Like, you were right on a Tyler Perry show. Who cares? But, you know, I just like to predict the future. A little bit of Raven Baxter, you know? But I told you guys that because of how he feels about Aaron, he was there was a piece of him that was willing to ostracize a child. Now, I'm not saying that when the kid is here, he will be completely terrible, but his first thought is, I don't want nothing to do with Aaron, so I'm going to be as segregated as possible. I told y'all. And I also told y'all that Aaron would not be like that. No matter what beef he got going on with Zach, he is not going to put the kids in the middle of that. Because who is he? The better man. Period. As much as y'all can't stand Aaron, he ain't got the mob ties that Gary got, or that even Fatima got. Oh, y'all was mad at Aaron for basically just being a bit of a stalker, which I understand, but the anger has got to be cooled off now. All right. So she was researching the phenomenon of the two twin baby daddy theory, and just telling him that, like, look, you got to learn how to co-parent with this man. You're not just gonna take care of one of the babies. Like, you have 3 kids now. Unofficially, you have 3 kids. Biologically, you have 2. Unofficially, you have 3. Yeah. If Aaron is indisposed, that little boy or little girl gonna call you dad. Mayhaps. Perhaps. So stop playing with me, Zach. I really love Fatima this entire time. So yeah, period. Okay. Just to quickly move on. He spoke to Karen about it. Karen was kind of a little perplexed and annoyed with him. Like, why are you acting like you're not gonna take care of both of these kids? And I know when it comes to Karen, people are gonna be like, why should he expect them to take care of both these kids? Okay, guys. Unfortunately, he's linked. He's linked, guys. And like I said before, I think I explained it pretty decently before. He doesn't have to monetarily pay for everything with Aaron's kid. But maybe take her out to lunch every now and then. Buy her a birthday and Christmas gift. Drive her if they're both going to the same school district. Pick her up. Hang out with her. Buy her an outfit here or there. There is going to be some amount of money spent, right? Help with the groceries that she might eat. That he might eat. Who knows what the gender is, right? So even if he's not gonna like pay for her college or his college, or he's not gonna buy her first car or buy him his first apartment, he might not do the heavy lifting, right? But he might have to go half on some of this stuff. He might have to put a little bit of the sprinkle on it. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. I'm not saying that he got to take care of both of them equally. But you cannot decide that you're just not going to do anything with the other one at all. Because that kid is going to feel a way. And depending on how you raise your child, it could cause a sort of inferiority complex in the child. Don't do that, Zach. You ain't got to do everything, but you got to do something. And you got to expect that you got to do something. Period. So I kind of understand Karen being like, she was just tired of him. She was just like, you know what? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. You and Aaron complain how you want to complain. Just leave me out of it at this point, right? So, continuing on, nobody could keep the secret of the 2 baby daddy quantum theory. So, Fatima tells Andy. And of course, Andy is like, wow, super concerned. And then Fatima tells Andy that she should be really careful of the FBI. Went through that. All right, here we are at the bank. Guys, this is what I'm saying, right? It is not that Maurice is bad at his job. It's that his countenance disqualifies him from being good at his job. What do I mean by that, right? Let's say you're a carpenter and you make an incredible wood table, but you do it in the most dangerous, unnecessary way possible. You're rude. People could get hurt. But if you're left by yourself, it looks great. Unfortunately, Maurice is not going to be by himself with only him and Sabrina in this office. He has to work with other people. Has to. I don't think she should have hired him. And every episode that they show him in the bank with her just proves my point. Now, to be fair, now it looks like Carrie is just on him because he's a convict. But this also seems to have started from what we were shown, because we weren't shown her, because apparently, they want us to believe that Maurice just stole her stuff because she was already on him, and so he made it his duty to play with her. Fine. But Maurice, you cannot act like this. Like, even that second where it looked like, if he had knocked up to her just a little bit, she would have been like, oh my god, I was altered. Maurice, are you dumb? You just got out of federal prison. How did you let this happen to yourself? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking. I don't like that he's here. I mean, it's nice that if Sabrina has somebody who can give her the injections for the baby freezing, the egg freezing, but he's just not supposed to be here. And of course, they show like this old noir grandmother who finds his countenance amusing, like, oh, I got a little bank in a show when I went to the bank branch, so showing somebody of his same skin color who thinks he's funny, so that it doesn't read to us that he's wrong in the situation, but he's still wrong. Yes, it's wrong of her to look over his shoulder and watch him, but he is still a convict and they don't know everything. They don't know everything. So they're just thinking this girl brought her friend back and her friend is connected to the bank robbery. Am I blaming them for that? Absolutely not. Would I treat him like that? No, I would stay away. He ain't got nothing to do with me. Because if he get fired again, I will not be implicated. So yes, I'm not going to act like I don't see that Carrie is being vigilant in a way that seems strange. But let's not act like he's not fanning the flames. Okay, he's fanning the flames and it's not smart. What he should have done was come to Sabrina and let her handle it. As unfortunately, she is the boss at the moment, right? Okay. Alright, so to continue on, Aaron comes to see Karen. There's a bit of a cool swab about him this season, He talks less, listens more. More of the things that come out of his mouth are way more wise, like it used to be. It's almost like first season Aaron. It's giving. It's giving, when he said, I'm gonna take care of both of them, I just did a little happy dance. Because I knew it. I don't understand why Zach feels like just because I don't like this man, I ain't gonna take care of his kid. Like, bro, are you serious? What good reason at this point does he have not to like him? You have fatigue. And before everybody said, oh, you disrespected him. That's because he slept with Karen while Aaron was trying to court her. Okay? All right. So for me, if I wouldn't, Zach is just weirdo to me. He's a weirdo. It's not explainable. But Karen and Aaron had a moment. It's giving. And let's just get into Inspector Jordan, right? Jordan finds somebody, gets a little bit more information on Gary. The girl could be a plant. Because, Tyler likes to pretend that Gary is Megamind. So we'll see what goes on with that. But my favorite part of the episode, right, other than Fatima putting Zach straight, is Aaron eating Zach up. So well that Zach didn't really even have a comeback. He just ran away screaming. Period. Okay? This is why I prefer Aaron to Zach, guys. It is not because I don't think Zach has any character development. I've made multiple videos about that. Go watch them. It is because Zach is so childish, right? And Aaron is not as childish as Zach. So Aaron will not let certain things go down the way that Zach will let them go down just because he wants to be petty. And did Aaron have a petty word or two during this whole discourse? Sure he did. I heard them and I was like, Aaron, come on now. Like when he sort of implied that Zach not wanting to take care of his kid was deadbeat behavior. That was petty. It was the truth, but it was petty. Being a deadbeat just because you don't like somebody doesn't make it not deadbeat behavior, Zach. Get mad at yourself, not the truth. Period. I really love this scene. Love him saying that we need to just get over what we have here. I'm not even really trying to get back with Karen right now. I'm here for the babies. And he's like, what are you talking about? You want to be everywhere I am. I'm like, first of all, how are you making his interactions with Karen about you? How? That man was in love with Karen. He wasn't trying to get like you. This man already has money. That's why Karen kept telling you and everybody else who would listen how much better of a man Aaron was before you got your little come up money. Can we stop? Zach, can we stop? I'm asking for a friend. All right. I just love how Aaron came. He's like, look, I'm not trying to fight you. I just want to try and understand why you said what you said, because it sounds crazy. Right? I'm prepared to take care of both of these kids. And of course, Zach brought up, don't you already got kids with your ex-wife? And he's like, well, the grandparents don't want me to see them for very obvious reasons, right? And then Zach, for a second there, had some empathy. I feel like I was in the Twilight Zone. It didn't make sense. And we were going to say, but I thought you didn't want him to be mean to Aaron. It's not that I hate that he's mean to Aaron in a vacuum. It's that he should have been acting the way that he acted in those 5 seconds of clarity. He should have at least been able to act like that when he saw Aaron in the last episode. Why are you still mad at him? Why weren't you able to have this level of clarity from before? Right? You know that Karen is semi-interested in Trey, right? She's fighting it, but you can tell she's interested. So you personally already know that there's somebody else. Aaron doesn't, right? So even then, right? Shouldn't you have that, if you're being petty, be like, Karen ain't even trying to be with you. You know what I mean? There's just way less reasons now in the year of our Lord season 7 for him to be mad at Aaron. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying he never had a reason to dislike him or whatever. Y'all have your reasonings. It is what it is. But now, what is the point? If Aaron says he's here for the babies, he is, okay? I saw him speak with Karen. He wasn't trying to back up on her. He wasn't trying to take her out. He wasn't trying to, oh, can I come tomorrow? Can I come today? He's just like, look, I just want to talk about these babies. Okay? Okay, you don't want to talk right now? Okay, I'll leave. Have we ever seen Aaron be so succinct and just to the point? This is not to say he doesn't love her anymore, right? But I think he's finally woke up to the fact that, look, Karen will never love me the way I love her, but I want to take care of these babies. And I respect him for that. Now, could I end up being wrong and he's still in love with her? Sure. Would I be mad about that? No. I wouldn't be mad about that. I would feel sorry for him because I don't think Karen would really appreciate him at this point because the writers don't want to give her character development in that arena. Yes, it would be character development for her to fall for Aaron again. Like, for real this time. But they're not going to do that. So, yeah, I feel like Aaron was 1000% right. I think Zach was being hella childish, being like, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean that I would, like separate our kids or nothing. Yeah, that's exactly what you meant. Sir, ma'am. He clocked you. Then you ran home to Fatima. Period. Almost done here, but just to go in, Trey saw Karen, decided to actually ask her out. She told him no, I'm pregnant. He's like, I don't care about that. It's like, that's a red flag. If you want to stick around, no problem. You're very helpful and I like you as a friend, but I'm not trying to date right now. Good, very good, Karen, very good. But we all know that's not gonna last. As I said before, no one's keeping the secret. That's why Danny revealed it to Sabrina. But I did want to talk about what's going on with Danny and Tony. Because Tony, are you dumb? Wait, guys. Before y'all come at me and say, why are you coming at Tony? He's stupid. Like Danny said, she had no time to prepare because he just rolled up on them. Right? You could see she had just enough time to hide her banyan, right? Her reggaeton, right? She had enough time to hide her reggaeton, her electric reggaeton, because once they left, she took it out of a inconspicuous pot that kids that age are not likely to look into. And she was able to let a little blow out, right? Tony, why are you upset with her about something that you started? And this is the thing about the girls and the men as well, underestimate the new men. Not knowing who these girls are, overestimating them and underestimating them at the very same time. It's so weird to me. It's so weird. So you're going to be mad that she saw the handcuffs and you're upset that she said, ask your dad. I agree with that. Why would she say that? Because she don't got kids. She don't got nieces, nephews, godsons, nothing. She has not been around kids since she lived in the projects. All right? She has been around adults since the minute she went to college. You are the one using them cuffs on her and she using them on you. Why is it that when you came to this house, you didn't say, give me 5 minutes, guys, leave them outside the door and quickly just put all the sex toys somewhere that you thought she wouldn't be able to see them? I'm just asking for a friend. Sorry, not coitus toys. Why is it that it's her fault? Did you expect her to tell the kids to stay right there while she put everything away? You know kids are nosy as hell. They would have just looked around to see what she was moving, and then your nosy daughter will just go on to find them anyways. You didn't give her enough time to childproof the house. Now, this is not me saying that he's completely wrong. No, she's not very mature, because her response to the daughter finding the toy was not responsible. But this is the girl you're with. This is the girl you are with. Why are you guys dating these men for so long and they don't know anything about you apart from your favorite coitus position? They just know your favorite food and your favorite coitus position. That's it, right? And maybe your favorite music. Like, what are we here for? Who cares about this? I miss Preston, bro. And I don't like this man. But I also feel like Danny was also wrong. But we all knew that. We all know that Danny don't really want kids. And that's why she doesn't put in all the effort. But she did try. She did try to watch them. She fed them. But the little girl was sneaking around. And I love how he didn't even take into account that she was sneaking around his stuff. It's that weird parental blindness where like, oh, my kids are perfect. It's because you're reckless. It's like, no, two things can be true at the same time. She can be reckless and your kids can be sneaky. I'm glad she kicked him out and said leave. Not because it's his fault, but because what are we even arguing about here? She told you what happened, and it's almost like you can't believe that that level of stupidity came out of her mouth. Sir, who do you think you're dating? She is wise, not brilliant. Two different things. Wisdom comes with peripheral view blocks. Okay? Okay. Get out of my face with this nigga Tony all upset and stuff. So I wanted to get into the next episode scenes. Jordan is dumb. I don't know what Gary finna do and I don't really care. Right? We'll see what's going on, right? But I did want to get into Fatima quickly and her. Well, they made it seem like she failed, and maybe she did, right? And if she did, it's your fault, girl. It's also Zach's fault a little bit, but it's your fault. You are in this stressful situation with Zach. So stressful. So if you failed, we can pinpoint where the stress came from, babe. We can pinpoint. I don't know what to tell you. Also, Jordan flipping it on Andy like, oh, where's my sister? Sir, that's a little bit of a leap, even for me. And you know Andy is not my favorite, but that was a leap. Okay? Lastly, Danny sort of giving old boy the cold shoulder, like, I don't really know if I want to accept your flowers. Yeah, leave me alone. You know? Yeah. And also getting Sabrina and Pam to do her baby shower. Cute. Here's what I want to say about the show at the end, just to finish this off, right? I don't think this show needs to be this dramatic. I understand why the Oval is as dramatic as it is. Is it excellently written? And no, I haven't watched the Oval in a long time. But at least when the Oval gets crazy, I'll be like, wow, this is a lot. But also, you know, it's like Timu scandal. You know, it's like it's about the government and the president. So there's going to be FBI espionage, bust outs with the water guns and stuff. Like, all of that is a possibility because of the high profileness of the people in that show. With Sistas, it's literally just supposed to be about 4 girls trying to make it with their jobs. Why do we have mob ties, right? Gary the gangster, right? Aaron might be cut up to something, but he really wasn't. Huh? Cowboy Preston with very racial ties in the back. Like, why is everything so dramatic? In terms of like, oh, somebody could end up being unalive by the end of the episode, right? Penelope might not be alive anymore. Why is it so dramatic? This is supposed to be like Friends, right? This is supposed to be just a slice of life, slightly comedic, you know? no one's gonna end up passed away by the end of the episode. I feel like the only drama that makes sense in this show is the drama with Danny and the drama with Karen. They have consistently had drama that makes sense for the show. Have I always enjoyed it? No. But Danny sleeping around with many men, bumping up on one that was an abubu, or abubu stands for ABUSE, don't forget it, right? Messing around with a stripper, messing around with somebody who likes booty holes. You know, the drama, her getting with a guy who has a racist family, even though I just kind of called that out because it's a little dramatic, but it can be screwed into this slice of life. It's drama that makes sense for a slice of life, right? Karen goes back and forth with Zach. He's broke, then he got money. She cheats on her new courtier with him. They go back and forth. The courtier seems to be a family man, a godly man, but then you find out he has a dark past with his wife, and then someone ends up dying right in front of you. Like, that's the drama that makes sense to me for a show like this. The FBI always being involved, the police always being involved, Andy being a lawyer and having so much corporate espionage at her workplace. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care about this. Gary should have been locked up. What is this? A tamer version of the Oval? Are you kidding me? I feel like Tyler or Tyronius Perinius needs to roll back the extraness. Just roll it back a little bit, please. Good God. Just roll it back. I just feel like some of this is just too annoying. I even don't necessarily mind Fatima's gang ties. I feel like they could find a way to roll it into a slice of life story, but seeing that her cousin has her own show where they say how deep the mob ties are, it just makes it a little too dramatic sometimes. You know, her going back and forth with Hayden made sense to a certain degree, but they're also still doing too much. You know, am I the only one who feels like they tried to compensate for how bad the show is written by doing a lot? Like, okay, this wasn't necessarily the best dialogue, but the FBI is maybe closing in on Gary. Like, oh, this isn't really the best scene necessarily, but oh, Penelope might not be here anymore. Ooh, mystery. Like, I don't watch this show for mysteries. I watch this show to see dynamics being formed, relationships being strengthened, destroyed, or continued, and to see us going up in the workplace and being noir women who know how to do well at our jobs. I'm not here for necessarily like bank robberies and federal prison time and FBI raids and gang shootouts and, you know, all the stuff that is involved in this show because of side characters and because of storylines being expanded to add in drama to cover up the writing. You're not fooling anybody. We still see it. Period. Okay? Anyways, it's Sistas Saturday. I hope you guys enjoy. I will definitely be back next Saturday to talk about this. Because, you know, I guess this episode with everybody telling Zach the truth was able to get me through everything. And I love to see Danny and Tony fight because I don't like them together. So the more mayhem, the better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts as usual. I didn't put any disclaimers in this video because I don't care anymore. Do what y'all want. Anyways, goodbye, my sires. Sue.